What's up, Juggalos? It's Bobby Blaze with Team MUJ, and today we're going to talk about 24 of the dopest moments to happen throughout the history of the Gathering of the Juggalos. As you know, we're just a matter of weeks before the 25th annual Gathering of Juggalos, the Gathering of Legends. It's going down in a major way. So let's talk about a couple moments that paved the way to leading up to the 25th anniversary of the Gathering of the Juggalos. Year 2000, the inaugural gathering, held in Novi, Michigan. Around 7,000 Juggalos showed up for a 3-day weekend filled with music, wrestling, and much more. Roughly 300 fans rushed the stage during ICP's set, creating an energy that still lasts to today, setting it all off. Were you there? 2001. Was it a riot? In Toledo, Ohio, hundreds of fans rushed the stage during ICP's performance, forcing them to cut it short. Local authorities dubbed it as a riot. Were you there? 2002. Police clash and the Six Jokers card appears. This was my first gathering of the Juggalos, 2002, Peoria, Illinois. ICP reveals the Six Jokers card, the Wraith Shangri-La, and Hell's Pit. And during the weekend, cops showed up and shot people with pepper spray pellets, creating a polarized moment between police and Juggalos that still lasts today. Were you there? 2003, the first outdoor experience. 2003 moved the Juggalos to Nelson Ledge's Quarry in Ohio. This was the first fully outdoor gathering, providing opportunities for paintball, cliff jumping, basketball, and much more. 2004, the return to Crystal Forest. The gathering returned to Nelson Ledge's Quarry, our home, Crystal Forest, in Ohio. This year, Bone Thugs and Harmony reunited on an opening ceremony. Corrupt came and had a horrible time at the gathering. And for one of his final performances, the crowd was blessed to see the legend ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. This was one of my favorite gatherings as a youngster back in 2004. Were you there? 2005. Fuck Yo Couch and them Underground Psychos. Gathering the Juggalos was back at Nelson Ledge's Quarry, Crystal Forest, our home. That year, we were blessed with the likes of Charlie Murphy hitting the comedy tent, coming off that strong-ass performance on the Chappelle Show. Also, during this gathering, Juggalos were allowed to vote. Who was it going to be the next signee to Psychopathic Records? Will it be the Players Lounge Crew? Or will it be Axe Murder Boys? Did we make the right choice? Were you there? 2006, the Muddalos. Infamously dubbed the Gathering of the Muddalos, this stood out as an epic, unique, but messy experience. Were you there? 2007, Bloodymania. The Gathering of the Juggalos moves to Hog Rock in Cave Rock, Illinois. This gathering grounds would end up being home for many years to come. This gathering featured performances from the Yin Yang Twins, as well as the debut of JCW's Bloodymania Live. Were you there? 2008, A Family Underground. Again, returning to Hog Rock in Cave Rock, Illinois. During this gathering, a special documentary called A Family Underground was filmed. This gathering featured performances from Afro-Man, Ice-T, Andrew WK, and much more. And it introduced oddball wrestling to the JCW lineup. 2009, peak performance, holding its place in Cave Rock, Illinois. The Gathering of the Juggalos returns for the 10th year in a row. This gathering saw peak attendance, reaching numbers as high as 20,000 Juggalos. Still to this day, one of the largest numbers of attendees at a Gathering of the Juggalos. And they returned with Bang Pow Boom, which would go on to be the first card of the second deck of the Six Jokers card series. 2010, Big Money Chaos. During this Gathering of the Juggalos, you were able to purchase for the first time Big Money Restless, the sequel movie from Psychopathic Records. This gathering coined the term being Tila Tequila as a reference to the fan attack on Tila Tequila while she performed on stage. 2011, live pay-per-view action. Vanilla Ice joined Psychopathic Records this year. One of the highlights of the Gathering of the Juggalos in 2011 was Bloodymania 5. The Gathering of the Juggalos was streamed on live pay-per-view, bringing the reach to the masses. 2012, expanded lineup and additional day. In 2012, the Gathering of the Juggalos remained in Cave Rock, Illinois, featuring an extra day so that Juggalos would not miss ICP's set. This meant for all future gatherings, ICP would play Saturday night instead of Sunday night. Now, you get ICP playing on Thursday and Saturday, which just super fresh. Were you there? 2013, the final gathering at Cave in Rock, Illinois. This gathering marked the last gathering to go down at Hog Rock. This also was the first gathering that Big Hoodoo performed. Were you there? 2014, hosting controversy. The Gathering of the Juggalos announced a move to Kaiser, Missouri, but last minute, a petition went around locally and forced the gathering to cancel and be moved. Luckily, the Gathering of the Juggalos and Psychopathic were saved by a man named Steve that you all know and love to this day, who invited Psychopathic Records to host the Gathering of the Juggalos in Legend Valley. 2015, Gilbert Godfrey saves the gathering. Gilbert Godfrey performed at the gathering to unexpected acclaim. Chants of "fuck Zaza Gabor" reigned through the crowd, making it one of the most bizarrely entertaining experiences to happen at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Were you there? 2016, the 17th annual Gathering of the Juggalos. 17th annual Gathering of the Juggalos took place in Legend Valley in Ohio. This Gathering of the Juggalos featured a rare one-time performance of The Wizard of the Hood. Just had to be seen to believe. Were you there? 2017, the Gathering does Oklahoma. In 2017, the Gathering moved to Oklahoma to mixed reactions and reviews. During this gathering, they announced that the fourth Joker's card of the second deck would be revealed at that year's Hallowicked event. 2018, back home in the Valley. The Gathering of the Juggalos returns to Legend Valley in 2018, featuring an ICP Hell's Pit show and a release of Hell's Cellar, featuring dope-ass music recorded during the Hell's Pit era. Were you there? 2019, the Super Dupa. This time, going down in Indiana, the Gathering of the Juggalos returned with an all-star lineup featuring supervillains, Suicide Boys, and many more. During that year's gathering, for the first time since they started doing them, ICP did not do a seminar. Instead, the Inner City Posse showed up and did Dog Beats live. Were you there? 2020, the COVID lockdown. Scheduled to return to Crystal Forest and Nelson Ledges Quarry, the Gathering of the Juggalos was officially canceled due to COVID regulations. Were you there? 2021, back from the ashes. The Gathering of the Juggalos returned to Legend Valley in Ohio. This year, at the Gathering of the Juggalos, Violent J breaks it to fans that he is dealing with serious health conditions and heart problems. And the farewell tour of ICP is on the horizon. Were you there? 2022, the Gathering of Dreams. The 2022 Gathering of the Juggalos live from Legend Valley featured a curated set from Violent J, Shaggy Tudo, and Jump Steady, featuring artists that they've always dreamed of having perform at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Were you there? 2023, Clowns in Space. The 23rd annual Gathering of the Juggalos was held in Legend Valley and featured a throwback performance of the Wicked Clowns from Outer Space tour set, as well as the scrapped Wicked Clowns from Outer Space tour that was going to happen during the COVID lockdowns. The intergalactic theme of this Gathering of the Juggalos showed that ICP is always ahead of the times. The C-17 BLT Blowdown was a hit for late night parties that year. 2024, something wicked this way came. This Gathering of the Juggalos brought a new stage, incredible lineups, and announced the return of DCG-Con. Damn, Juggalos, we just talked 24 years of gathering history. Now I want to know, what are some of your favorite moments? What do you like? Were you there at some of the gathering moments that I just talked about? We can't wait to see you in just a matter of weeks at the 25th annual Gathering of the Juggalos. Can you fucking believe that? All the things that have happened got us here to where we're at, the Gathering of Legends. We're looking forward to seeing you. Make sure you stop by this podcast super show and say what's up. If you like what you saw tonight, make sure you hit that button. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Come say what's up to Team MUJ when you see us at the gathering. Woo woo.